Hey guys, Everett Animation with another video, and today I'm analyzing the final episode of Amphibia, The Hardest Thing. This show has been so great, and I can't wait to analyze this episode for you. Let's get started. The episode starts off with everybody celebrating. But we then see that the core is starting to power up the moon. When Sprig questions why the moon is moving closer, Andrews explains that the core is activating its final resort. He says that the core is controlling the moon so that it can crash into Amphibia and destroy all civilization. Mother Olm then shows up and talks to Anne, Sasha, and Marcy. She says that in order to defeat the core, they need to activate the power of all three stones. But she also says that if they do, they might not have enough power to go home. They decide to use their powers anyway and save Amphibia. Mother Olm then pulls Anne aside to talk to her. She tells her that if all else fails, one of the girls could use a secret spell to call on the power of all three stones. This would make it so they could defeat any foe, but it would cost the user their life. When they finish talking, Anne then goes back to the others to activate the stones. When they get to the box, Valeriana is already there. She helps them activate their powers by using their memories of Amphibia. They then get stronger powers than ever before. They also get new outfits and skills that pertain to their hobbies. After gaining their powers, they go to stop the moon. They fight off multiple robots and easily get there. We then go back to Andreas. He finally stands up to his father using the same words Anne used to stand up to Sasha in Season 1. Andreas then breaks his connection to the core and uses his robots to help Anne and the others. However, the core's power is still stronger, and when Marcy and Sasha start to lose their powers, Anne decides to activate the secret spell. Sasha and Marcy protest, but eventually trust her judgment. She uses all the people of Amphibia as inspiration and activates the spell. Sprig then tries to stop her, but accepts her decision. She then destroys the moon and the core. Sprig grabs her and brings her down to land. Afterward, she tries to comfort him as she slowly fades away. She then wakes up on a strange island. While there, she talks to a creature called the Guardian. It tells her that she's a copy of the previous Anne. It also says that the stones were a test of character and that it wants Anne to take its place as the Guardian. She tells it that she isn't ready to be a Guardian, but that she may be someday. The Guardian then decides to let her go back and live her life. Anne then reunites with the others, and we see that the Guardian gave her enough power to go home. The next morning, they say their goodbyes. Marcy apologizes for not paying enough attention to Olivia and Yunnan, and she says goodbye to Andreas, seemingly forgiving him. Sasha and Grime then say goodbye, and Sasha asks Grime to tell Percy and Braddock she misses them. They then break down and say they will miss each other. We then see Anne say goodbye to the planters. She hugs Hup Up and Polly and tells them that they will always be family. She then tells Sprig that they will never truly be apart, and they give one last hug before Anne leaves Amphibia. The box is then destroyed, and we transition through time. We see Andreas living a simpler life, and we see the people of Wartwood grown up. Olivia and Yunnan are in a healthy relationship, along with Hop Hop and Sylvia, and Sprig and Ivy. The town is now being run by Toady, with Toadstool as his assistant. With the planners, Hop Hop managed to start farming avocados and seems to be doing very well. Sprig has been writing about his and Anne's adventures, and Polly has found her interest in mechanics. We then learn that Wartwood is holding a ceremony for Anne. We see that they put a statue of her in the middle of the town. They all go to the ceremony, and then Sprig and Ivy run off on their own adventure. We then transition to Earth 10 years later. We see that the world has moved on and that many believe the invasion was a hoax. We also see Anne, Sasha, and Marcy. Sasha and Marcy meet up so they can wish Anne a happy birthday. We learn that Sasha is now a therapist and that Marcy is a writer. We then see Anne. She's a scientist that studies amphibians. She sees Sasha and Marcy and they hug each other. She then gives a final message about accepting change and letting go, saying that many things often come back. That was my final Amphibia analysis. It has been a blast analyzing Amphibia the past 2 years, and it's sad to say goodbye to it. This episode has been so enjoyable, the music, the action, and everything else. I hope you enjoyed this analysis. Thank you for watching, and goodbye, Amphibia.